Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. It's Friday, April 4th. We made it to Friday after this crazy week. I don't see the heat map changed over yet, but we'll see. It is all red still. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so always do your due diligence. And here we go. Let's take a look and see what this heat map's going to do. It's sitting right there. I'll even refresh it. It's not moving yet. We'll go ahead and look at our Jolie's jumpers, and then maybe the heat map is just as red because it usually changes over right around now. Let's see. I don't see it doing it. Usually goes gray and then changes unless it just stays like completely red. So I don't see it moving. Let's look at AREB and see what that's doing this morning. It is cruising back up right there. Look at this thing moving back up, guys. Might want to keep an eye back on this thing. It looks like it's up on that 20 again, 540 to 555, and it's at 480 right there. 460, somewhere's in that vicinity. So we'll see. And like I said, if it's right there, it might be a decent one. We'll have to see what's going on with it. It looks like it's trying to curl back up according to FinViz right there. So we'll look at it. CXAI. We looked at this last night, and it is jumping up right there. Let's see. CXAI. And let's see, you're at 128 to 130, and it's at 105 right now. And again, they don't have the they got to fix that still because it doesn't show the gap up. So they're not tracking the candles in the after hours. That's got to get fixed, but we're getting there, that's for sure. We got the pre-market, looks like it's rolling right now, so now we just have to get the after hours back on track, and it'll be perfect here with FinViz. ENTO, let's see, that one looks like it is moving up there this morning. ENTO. And it was running up yesterday again. That's why it's hard to tell, because if it doesn't show you that gap up, and again, they had it with the price up here. You can't do that because then the next day you have no idea, and it throws the charts off completely. So I'm going to have to shoot them an email, let them have that get fixed. But we got the morning part right, the pre-market's running right. It's the after hours. They're not showing that perfectly. So we will get that we'll get them to get that right. And there you go. That is ENTO right there. But IBO, this one's popped up this morning. I know that. I saw that, and we were looking at it. Remember, we were checking this bad boy out, 92 to 118 right there. It's at 96, so that one did jump up, and it's not looking bad. Keep an eye on it. We were checking it out last night. IMG, I skipped one, but IMG right here, that appears like it's up. And IMG, we looked at this the other day. That's CIMG. It's right there. 62 to 75. It's at 61. So it did run up and pull back. It's crazy how fast these guys run up and come back down in the morning. ICCT, this one looks like it is trying to move back up. It has that resistance right there. I'm not so sure, but it's trying. And keep an eye. You can see it pulling back a little bit, hitting that top. So I don't know if it'll get back through that resistance, but it gave it a shot. And SGMO, Sangamo Therapeutics, I think we just looked at this one as well. And I don't know if it was gapped up. Yeah, it was gapped up yesterday. Yeah, they definitely have to fix that. That throws you way off. You're not sure what the heck's going on there. 62 to 137 yesterday. And then it's at 90 to 94. It's at 76. So that after hours run up is what they do. They just run up and then pull back. I noticed TCRT was running up. It's up some more. We gave this out the other day, and let's see, maybe it's not running up some more. It looked like it was 275 to 481. It's at that was yesterday, 440 to 457. It's at 435. So it did pull back from its close from yesterday, and maybe it is topping out. It is way up there. We'll see if it just comes straight down. Maybe it'll make that little line over there for a day and have one more little jump up today, but just keep an eye on that. But we saw that the other day, and that TIVC, I know Laptop Travel gave this out the other day, and it started to pop up here. TIVC, and it did run up yesterday in that after hours, 388 to 602. It was running yesterday in general, and then today not 491, and it did pull back, but we were definitely early for that one for Laptop Travel. And this WCT, we definitely went over this last night. It was just up about 10 cents or so. And let's see, it's like 6 there. I know it was up a little bit more. Yeah, 30 to 40, and it's at 26 right now. So there you go with that bad boy. And yep, it is at 26, but it ran up some yesterday in the after hours. That's when it started to move up to 33. So we will keep an eye on that WCT. It is not looking bad, and it could cruise up again. It's hitting this. It is hitting this. Basement though right here, so we'll see if it can get out of the basement. It is curled up but pulling back now, and we'll see. That volume's already at 38 million, so we'll see. Again, being Friday, it could be its quick little run up and then it pulls back. We'll have to keep an eye on WCT, but it did move this morning right there. And there we go with our Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. And what did I just do? I clicked out too far and I went past the laptop lowdowns, but here they are. I have them right here. Let me see. ZYXI, and we just looked at that one. What is that up to? I forget what it was. ZXYI, wasn't that it? Or ZY? It was something. It had them letters. I remember it was something like that, unless it was an OTC. It was something like these letters. I remember just looking at something weird like this. XY, there you go. That's what it is. ZYXI. Come on, ZYXI. There it is. I knew it was something like that. What's this up to? Because it had crossed through, and let's see. It was running up the other day, and a little bit of pullback there. 234. Is that today's date? That's yesterday's date anyway. So just a little bit of pullback, not moving just yet. And AFMD, let's see what AFMD is here doing. Oh, wow, this is pulled back pretty good, huh? I like that look. AFMD way down there. And we have to keep an eye on this thing right here. Look at that bad boy. Pulled way back down there. And let's see. I don't know if it's ready to even bottom out yet. I guess it had earnings and came down pretty good. So definitely one to watch. And back, IMAC Holdings. This has been down. I know it had run up. Oh, wow, that took another big dip right there. That went way back down, huh? Let's see what this is doing. 4 to 6. And it was, is that today? Is that even? No, that's March 25th. So this one is not trading on there for some crazy reason. I was going to say that's not the same chart setup for the most part. It looked kind of similar, but it did look like it stopped. Yeah, I don't know why, but it did stop on that dip back in like March. Anyway, let's see. It is curling up right here. I don't know, maybe it went to OTC or something like that, BACK, but that is not moving there. It doesn't look too bad right here. It is getting set up, so what? I'll have to look at that as it's moving because it was throwing me off. I was like, wait, these aren't the same chart setups exactly. They look similar, but you can then all of a sudden just see it wasn't right. CRIS, let's see, that one is pulling back right there. Good old Chris. I know we talked about, was this the one we mentioned the other day? Curious, I think so. I think we were looking at this the other day. It might have been up in here, and then I don't think we looked at it even yesterday. No, it was like CHRS, isn't that one? Yeah, we were looking at this one, actually. I'm sorry. I think we might have been looking at this guy. I forget. We were looking at something like that, I remember. And let's see what's up with this thing, because that's another nice pullback right there for CRIS. So definitely another good one. A lot of great pullbacks, obviously, after yesterday and probably today. Let's actually see if the heat map changed over. CRWS is Crown Crest way down there too. And let's see. Yeah, I don't think it wasn't changing over because it was just staying super red. So it looks like they are just going to be red today. Continuation. And the SPY, whoa, look at that thing down to 521 all of a sudden, guys. So that's a big dipper. And yeah, we're right into the basement right there. So there you go with that's how it's going to open up. It looks like pretty red. So there we are with that. And DLHC, let's see. That one's just pulling back there in the bottom. And HOFT, HOFT. Oh, that one's another good one down there. So we're going to have a lot of great ones down here. Look at this one, IPDN. That's going to get set up really good. You can see that. And good old Lucy, we've had her run up a few times. And she is way down there now. Jeez Louise, all these guys are way down, or girls are way down. Look at this move. We've been watching this try to move, and it just keeps moving back down more. And Onco right here. This one is just kind of running a little bit flat. This one actually might set back up. I know it recently ran. It doesn't look like it wants to come down another level just at this moment yet. So we'll keep an eye on Onco right here. That one could be a decent one. OPAL. Opal Fuels, another nice dipper. And SBEV, let's see what that's doing here. Splash Beverage, nice little base down here. Let's see, SBEV. Let's see if this one wants to start moving relatively soon. This one looks really weird. What the heck happened to that? What's the date there? It is yesterday. I don't even know what's going on with this thing because I don't think it did exactly that. I have no idea what happened there. That looks really weird. I don't even know. April 3rd, 146. I have to look at this later on and see what's going on. It looks like it did something strange. I have no idea what's going on there. SHFS. That one's a good dip right there. They just recently had a split not long ago. Let me see. Yeah, it's just pulling back. It never even really got moving. I mean, it popped up the day of the split and then has some nice dips. We might have to look at that one come back all the way down. SHFS. And then Starbucks, this never got moving. It was setting up in the right spot right there. And now it's going to have to wait for that 20 because it never could get cruising unless it just gets popping off. It's up a little bit, 15 to 18 today, so it is running around a little bit. Let's see. It's had some movement here. So I mean, it does have some movement. It might still get set up here. You can see the 20 is coming down. So that is your STBX Starbucks and SYRA Syria Health. That's a nice big dip too. I mean, there's a ton of them, and obviously the SPY's way down. Everything's dipping. ULBI. Here we are. And ULBI, that one's taking a good dip. I mean, there's so many of them. We're gonna have a field day with them. Let's put it that way. VRPX, that was trying to set up, and that came down a little bit further. And how about ZCAR right here? That one is not looking bad right now at the moment. It did have some good pullback going on. Good old Zoom car. And we'll look at this thing. It did pull back. Look at it yesterday, but it's not looking terrible. So we'll keep an eye on that. And there's your laptop lowdowns, and there's some good lowdowns on there. That's for sure, guys, because they are definitely dipping, no doubt. And is it that time of the month for Trump's market? Let's see. It's definitely a red one there. Laptop travel. How is everybody this morning? Our SPY's down $15. It's at 521. We're going into the basement, and that is dipping hard. So there you go at your SPY. And let's take a look at our other ones because I'm sure they're down too. Apple's down big right there. And let's see, Amazon, that is down 1021. That's down big. And Google is down $5 and going down. And how about that Meta? That looks like it's down 24. Remember we were saying Meta looked like it might take a big dip. And Microsoft, there you go, down $17. That one dipped down really good there, huh? Wow, that dipped way further than it did the other day. And there you go at Microsoft and NVIDIA. That one is down pretty good. So I think they're all coming down, and obviously Tesla's going to have to follow suit and be dipping down with the rest of the market. AMC, it was trying to move, and that one's going down in the basement. The only one that looked good was really Chewy. GameStop's down. Let's see what it's doing. That's down $1.38. It was trying yesterday, but not in this market today, that's for sure. And I'm going to bet that the rest of these guys, the semiconductors, are getting smashed down. Netflix coming down. That looks like it might have a nice dip as well. And AVGO, these guys were dipping hard. They're still coming down. They might be coming down to these support lines. I thought MU was coming down. It is down $4 in the basement. And TSM, it looked good but didn't survive, and that came down. So SMCI, that's down only $2 but dipping down. And AMD was dipping down yesterday and taking a more of a dip. So it is a red market, and he's going to get close to getting these recession talks and fears again. And QCOM, we knew that was coming down, and that did come way down there. Intel was moving up, but not anymore. it was struggling. It was struggling to stay up there yesterday, but it did it. And PayPal coming down some more. Wow, that's a good dip. And Snow, we said, was coming down, and Snow is coming down right there. So Dell, big dips yesterday, big dip this morning. And PLTR, that one is coming down. It looked like it was trying to hold itself, and I mean, we were watching it yesterday, and I said I couldn't believe it was still holding itself up. And Sophie's down there, Maris down, I'm sure, 512, and Riot is down right now, and these things are now going to be crossing down. They were trying to get set up real good, and now they're not. Coinbase down $8 more, and Robinhood is down this morning $2.66. Trying to hold itself up, but I doubt it will be able to in this market. And let's look at that DJT. It's down another 98 cents. And no more fun right here because that's pulling back as well. So PHUN. And there you go. And let's see what our Bitcoin and them guys are up to. Ethereum's at 1778, so we're under 1800. Ripple's back to 204. Cardano's at 63, and then Chainlink's all the way down to 1252, and HBAR's at 16 at the moment. And let me see what Bitcoin's at, 82,114, and Solana's at 114, and again Ethereum's at what I say 17 something. So yeah, Bitcoin 82,115 right there. And Solana's at 114. Let me bring them up real quick. We'll take a quick look and see what they look like besides not beautiful. Let's see. I'll tell you what, ETF 500 was looking good this morning. That was still up, and the chart's looking really good. So pretty impressive right there. And there's your Bitcoin pulling back right there. Let's see what Solana's doing. Let me see right here. I mean, Solana had that pullback look before, and it is pulling back some more. And Ethereum right here, let's look at that one. And that's pulling back a little bit, trying to hold itself, but I doubt it will. And we'll take a quick look at Ripple and see what Ripple is up to. And, I mean, that one's, it looked like it tried to bottom out there, but I don't think so. I think it might be pulling back a little bit more as it looks. And LGMK, Blue Collar, how are you this morning? Blue Collar, Teamster, LGMK, Logic Mark. And there we are. It's moving back up a little bit. It's just kind of sitting there. It's curling up really nice, I'm telling you. And I'll watch today. It is curling up pretty good right there. It just says it's at 0168 to 0171. And it's at that, it's a little lower than it even opened. So it did pull back a little bit. And again, I'm just going to watch, see if it pulls back any, if it wants to make this base. It did drop down a tiny level right there. And that's all right with me. And it is getting set up. So we'll see what it wants to do today on a Friday. If not, obviously, we're waiting until next week. But there you go. And I hope everybody's having a great morning. Let me see if anybody else wants to see anything. And we'll run through this market and look. And again, it's red as can be right there. Coca-Cola and Procter & Gamble are doing well, though. Them ones have done well. Look at that one. Coca-Cola running way up, and Procter & Gamble is trying to move back up right there. How about GIS? Look at that, up 31 cents. Remember we were looking at this last night? It popped up on my scanner. It's up there a little bit. And 6106 to 6130. And it's at 6116. Keep an eye on it. It looks like it wants to run up in like a dollar or two there. So there you go with that GIS and LGHL. We'll see if the line is not moving this morning, at least not according to there. Yeah, that's yesterday right there. And let's see if TNFA, is that moving this morning? It looks like it might be down a cent and pulling back. Let me see, did that run up this morning? And that was yesterday. Obviously, today it tried to move 39 to 45, and it's back to 39. And let me just see. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it does look like it could pull back a little bit, TNFA. So that's what that one's looking like right now. And Luis Rodriguez is reading the futures right now, down over 1,000 points. Holy cow. And let's see what Powell has to say later today. I know talk about some good timing right there. Well, if you're going to have everything pull back real hard and have it all happen at one time instead of scattering it out so that we can just catch some big bottoms right here and see what's going on. Here's our buddy Mullen just running around. It's up 4 cents. I know it had been trending around here, but we tend to keep away from this thing. It's kind of crazy. It looks like it could cruise a little bit more today. Keep an eye on it today, but don't keep it long because it'll run it up. And you see this reverse split over here, they'll do another. Oh, wait, no, this one right here. Every time you go back a little bit, an S will pop up because it does that many reverse splits. Look at it. Every single time. It's like every few months. So they will pull another one if it moves up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It's crazy. Where'd they all go? I don't know why it disappears like that. It did that last time. Anyway, they do a ton of reverse splits. And so yeah, we don't really mess with it too often because of it's a little crazy. Everyone has a good Mullen story. WCT, IBO, DMN, that's just cruising around right there. And Logic Mark, like I said, trying to move up. That's not in a bad spot. I don't mind that little bit of pullback. That BDRX, look at that thing. Oh, it's up 47 cents now. Whoa-ho. $1.94, guys. What were we talking about last night? Or yesterday, actually. I posted this out yesterday, and we talked about it last night. And there you go. There is your run-up 201 to 235 right now. So, and it's at 195. So that one did pop up for us right there in a great spot. Like I said, BDRX, we liked it. And let's see, it might even try to run up some more. So it did move for us this morning. Bam, there you go. There's one perfect for us. And that's BDRX and CXAI. Looking at that last night for you is an ENTO. And BON, let's see, let me track this thing because we just been following it. Yeah, it's getting there now. Now we're kind of almost waiting for him to curl through. It does look like a bottom. Look at it. So it ran up a little bit today. We'll have to look at it and see if it pulls back some and gets set up for next week right there for BON. So another one to keep an eye on. And IBIT, what's that doing? It's trying to get set up there. And SOXS, that one's obviously way up because that's the semiconductor bear. ICCT trying to run up some more right there. Look at it. This is trying to bounce back up. And that SGMO, IMG, and Apple's down. And SPXS is way up right there. You can see that bad boy running up. And there's your yin all the way down. And we were looking at that yin and that yang. Remember, we were looking at these things. And we did kind of like the yang a lot better, and that might be why, because that jumped up quite a bit. Wow, look at that bad boy right there. So the China bear, that one ran up, and let's see what else is going on over on this side. Maybe not much, but we'll look. ENTO, a bunch of them that we looked at, that BDRX, IMG, and JYD right there has been running up. Oh, it took a big dip, actually. Never mind, it was running up, and then it did dip way down. So there you go with that. And let's see what our stories say. The S&P 500's dive 3% as sell-off gains momentum. Stock set for more punishment as Dow craters 1,000 points. Dow heads for another 1,000-point drop. Futures indicate after China retaliates to Trump's tariffs. There you go. And S&P 500 targets are being slashed. But for one analyst, there's another big worry beyond tariffs, and China retaliates to Trump's tariffs. I'm not sure what they even did or said. I didn't see it, but there you go with that. And the VIX is up like 20 to 40%, so that's a nice little jump up right there. And we'll look at this bad boy. Look at that thing. Wow, that is a big jump up, and it's in the top right there. It looks like it's going to continue to run up to that top. So the bottom's almost in, but it's not too it's still getting there. So yeah, we'll let it, like I said, we'll catch these, let it just keep dipping down as far as it wants to. They're great opportunities. Every time it's ever done this, it always bounces right back up and goes even high to its all-time high. So when you catch these dips, it's a beautiful opportunity, and we will be catching them. Look at Apple way down $11 right there. So yeah, these things are getting smoked, and I don't think there's anything good in sight for them. Let's put it that way. Let's look at HIT. This one was trying to set up. It's not moving just yet. And we did look at Logic Mark. It's looking okay. And what else was over there? Oh, we looked at that one already. And SOXS obviously is way up there. So I think we got everything right there. Let me see what else is going on. China and some Asian markets are dumping. Bitcoin trying to get Trump's attention, I hear, and that affects coin and hood. So that's the word on the streets from Laptop Travel. So there you go with that. And the UVXY was up some more today. And that was a good one. We had, UVXY, here it is. And we had looked at this. That's the Pro Ultra Short one. And that thing is cruising up there into the top. So that is up. And let's see what else. Yeah, it's at red flag time, that's for sure. WCT and what else? I think we got everything right there. I'm pretty sure BDRX, Melinda Kelly Major. We were all over that one, huh? She did send it in. It was nice. And there you go. It was looking really good. IMG. That was a pretty good one this morning. That one's cruising up right there. We looked at that. And there we are for all them guys. So I think we did get everything over there. Let me just see what else is going on the StockTwits side. And again, there's not a whole lot to be excited about except for shorting the market down, the UVIX and stuff like that. They're beauties right now. It's not very often that these things do it, but there you go. It is running. It's in the top and looks good. Up $16 with a 2-time leverage. So they are very nice right there. And that is your UVIX. And let me see what the StockTwits is talking about this morning. Probably a bunch of red ones, I'm sure. Let me see what's going on in StockTwits world. The SPY is down, the NVIDIA is down, QQQ is down, the DJT is down, Apple's down, SOXL, Meta, Amazon, Bitcoin at 81,000. Well, it's right there. It's like 82. It's hovering right around both of them. It's dipping back and forth. So, and Sophie is down, and we thought that was coming down, and it definitely was, and it did dip pretty good, and probably is going to go right into the basement right there. So, Boyle holding itself, I believe that one. There we go. Boyle not doing bad. It does look like it's trying to push down. I don't know if it's going to curl through right there, though, Luis Rodriguez. It could get back down to here. You could see it kind of getting pushed down at the moment, but it's not a bad one. It's keeping itself steady, that's for sure. That DMN, not bad right there. And let's see. I think we got everything that we were going to look at. And again, there's not a whole lot just happening here because it is kind of getting beat down. And the ones that are popping up, we obviously knew all about them and we're all over them. So let's see, where's that BDRX at? It is still cruising along. It's at 183. And it's moving right there. You can see it 181. So we'll see if it can keep itself up and keep running up there. But it got up to that 235. It does look like it could be pulling back at the moment. Yeah, it is definitely pulling back there at the moment, but it was cruising up there pretty good this morning. We'll see if it can continue to run up. It wasn't a great spot right there, so we'll have to keep an eye on it and see what it can do today. And that is your BDRX moving this morning. We were talking about that guy yeah, I guess that's about it. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on this crazy Red Friday. WCT, you missed it. It was moving up there, looking pretty good this morning. Let's see, what's it up now? 6 cents. Yeah, it's trying to hit that 20, and again, these things run up so early. I don't think it's going to curl out of that bottom, out of that basement down here, so that could be its little run-up right there. And WCT, again, you tried to get to that 20, it didn't get up there, and it might get set back up for next week too, so keep an eye on it. We'll see if it can turn back around, but it did run up pretty good this morning, and 30 to 40. I knew it was up like 10 cents earlier, and yeah, we'll see if they get turned around today. Obviously, some of them could be, and some of these pennies, I don't think any of the big caps are, and what popper still has the most life left in it this morning? Hard to tell on this morning on a Friday. And you just got to go one by one and just take them. Like I said, Logic Mark going to get set up. And so, yeah, there's some good ones out there. That BDRX running around for us this morning. We'll see if that can keep itself up. Look at it. It's trying to. It's at 182, so ran up to 233 already. there's some good ones out there, trust me, and then there's some really good ones to short down. Obviously, it's called the whole market right there. Look at it. So, I think there are some really good ones, and obviously, we'll find what's going to be popping for next week. And XHLD, look at that. That one's up. That was on our list. AREB and ICCT. So yeah, BDRX. We were all over that. Again, we'd try to stay away from Mullen. It's just a little crazy. CXAI. So yeah, we got a lot of them moving this morning that we knew they were, and now it's China slapped 34% tariff on all U.S. goods from April 10. There you go. So that'll do it right there, and there's your retaliatory tariffs now, and now we'll have to start talking to each other and seeing what the tariffs can do, and yeah, we'll let it pull back. I'm not worrying about it one bit. We just don't want it to spark a recession, and obviously people are going to be talking about it, and we could be it's going to get down a little bit more clearly. So we'll see where it really gets down to, and then we'll address it. And I'll keep you guys posted today. You guys know that, so I'll let you know which way it's moving, but it does appear that it's moving down. And but we do have some that are moving up, so I'll keep you posted on them as well and what they look like. But obviously, you want to trade smart and lock in those profits. It's a Friday, and it's a red Friday. It was a red Thursday, red Friday. And that's what we're looking at right here, folks. So I would say that's a good pre-market review. Let me know if you guys want to see anything during the daytime. I'll be keeping an eye on this market and trying to even trade the poppers and short it down. So that's what you are going to be looking at. And I would say that's a solid pre-market review. Again, keep me posted if you guys want to see anything. I'll keep you guys posted if I see anything, if anything wants to move back up or pop up. And yeah, we'll take it from there. And thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it, everybody. Have a great Friday, and goodbye, good luck, and I will see you later. Have a good day, everybody.